Hey everyone, if you're a Monster Hunter fan like me, you probably know how huge the series has been in Japan for ages, especially since it first hit the PlayStation 2. But honestly, it wasn't until the PlayStation Portable with Monster Hunter Freedom that the craze really took off, turning it into something way bigger. Then, over in the West, the real breakthrough came with Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate on the 3DS. That's when people really started catching on and the hype exploded. Now, here's the cool part. You don't need to carry around a Switch or Steam Deck just to get your monster hunting fix. There are actually some awesome mobile games out there that capture that same thrill of tracking huge beasts and crafting epic armor, all right on your phone. Perfect for those long car rides, waiting on the bus, or just sneaking in a quick hunt whenever you have a few minutes. So, if you're itching to dive back into that Monster Hunter vibe on the go, stick around because we're about to check out the best mobile games that will satisfy your monster slaying cravings. I'm quickly moving on to the video.
Of the audience
Before
is
we
subscribed
start,
to the
if
channel.
you enjoy these types of list
Don't
videos,
forget to
don't
subscribe
forget
if you
to
like
the
these types
video
of
and
videos.
subscribe. Enjoy watching.
Thanks.
If you're a fan of Monster Hunter and have ever wished for a similar experience but with a sci-fi twist, Yeager Hunter Legend might just be your new obsession. Instead of battling giant dragons or wyverns, you get to hunt down aliens with some seriously cool weapons like the hunting sword, the force hammer, and the flux blaster. The graphics on this one are impressive too, almost like something you'd expect on a console rather than your phone. It's available on both Android and iOS, so you can jump in no matter what device you're rocking. What's really interesting about Yeager Hunter Legend is how it takes that familiar Monster Hunter gameplay loop, hunt, gather materials, craft armor, and level up, and adds its own spin. One of the coolest features is the hunting schools, which let you customize your playstyle. Whether you want to be a heavy hitter or a more strategic fighter, you can tailor the game to fit how you like to play. Plus, while the game is free to play, there are in-app purchases that offer daily rewards and subscriber bonuses, which can definitely speed up your progression if you're into that. Overall, if you're on the lookout for a mobile game that scratches that Monster Hunter itch, but with a fresh alien hunting vibe, Yeager Hunter Legend is worth checking out. It nails that addictive feel that made Capcom's franchise so popular, but it also brings enough new stuff to keep things exciting and different. So, if you want a fun action role-playing game on your phone with a bit of a sci-fi edge, this one might be just what you need. Alright, so let's talk about this cool little gem called Every Hero. If you're into hack and slash games but want something you can easily dive into on your phone, this one might just be for you. It's got that Monster Hunter vibe, like you're out there dodging and attacking monsters, but it's way simpler. No crazy combos to memorize, just pure, straightforward fun. Plus, there are over 100 unique heroes to choose from, so you can mix and match your favorite weapons and skills before each fight. It keeps things fresh and lets you play your way every time. Now, I gotta be real with you. Every hero isn't exactly a walk in the park. There's some serious grinding involved. You'll spend a good chunk of time leveling up your characters and hunting for better gear. If you're not a fan of repetitive gameplay loops, that might get old fast, but if you're the kind of player who enjoys slowly building up a powerhouse team, then this game will totally scratch that itch. It rewards patience, and honestly, the sense of progress you get feels pretty satisfying. What really stands out for me is how accessible it is for mobile players. A lot of games try to pack in complicated mechanics that don't really fit the phone experience, but Every Hero nails that balance. It's easy to pick up and play anywhere, anytime, without losing that action-packed monster hunting excitement. So if you want a mobile game that captures the spirit of Monster Hunter without all the hardcore complexity, Every Hero is definitely worth checking out. At first glance, Botworld Adventure might not scream Monster Hunter, especially with its top-down view and colorful, almost cartoonish art style. But if you dig a little deeper, you'll notice it shares a pretty familiar gameplay loop with the classic monster hunting formula. Instead of just hunting beasts, you're out in an open world collecting scraps and building your own battle bots to fight with. It's like Monster Hunter met a crafting sim and decided to have a strategy role-playing game baby. What makes Botworld Adventure stand out is how it blends monster hunting with robot building. You don't just jump into fights swinging weapons, you have to think a bit more tactically. The battles are arena style, where your bots duke it out with others, so it's not about fast combos but smarter moves and strategy. Plus, Choosing between 4 different species as your character adds some extra flavor to the gameplay and keeps things interesting as you explore the world and gather parts. So, if you're craving something with that Monster Hunter spirit, but want to try a twist where building and battling robots is the main thing, Botworld Adventure could be right up your alley. It's a fresh take that mixes open world exploration, collecting, and strategic combat, all wrapped up in a fun and colorful package. Definitely a cool pick for players who like to tinker with their gear and plan their battles carefully. Dawnlands feels like a classic Monster Hunter experience, but with a bigger twist. It's got this huge open world that's surprisingly detailed for mobile devices, and even on PC, it's a solid action role-playing game. If you've ever played The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, you'll recognize that same sense of adventure as you explore, solve puzzles, and find hidden artifacts scattered throughout the map. It really gives you the freedom to roam and discover at your own pace. What really sets Dawnlands apart is how it mixes Monster Hunter's monster hunting and crafting with some Minecraft-style building mechanics. You're not just out there fighting, you're gathering materials to craft everything from armor and weapons to bases where you can rest and plan your next move. It's like the game is encouraging you to live in the world, not just blitz through quests. That open world vibe makes it feel a bit more relaxed, but still rewarding for those who love exploration and creativity. Honestly, it's a bit surprising Dawnlands hasn't gotten more buzz yet, because it offers a fresh take on the whole Monster Hunter formula. If you've ever wished for a Monster Hunter game that focuses less on quest grinding and more on just wandering and surviving in a vast world, this one's definitely worth checking out. It hits that sweet spot between action, exploration, and crafting in a way that feels just right for mobile and PC gamers alike. If you're a Monster Hunter fan who loves rocking the light or heavy bowgun, Dino Squad Online action might just catch your interest. Instead of the traditional melee combat, this game throws you into battles riding massive dinosaurs, but with a twist. You're packing high-tech weapons like machine guns and grenade launchers. It's like mixing the thrilling monster hunting action with a full-on shooter vibe, making the fights fast-paced and super intense. Now, I won't sugarcoat it. Dino Squad has had its share of rough patches, especially with online connection issues and crashes, but the developers have been patching things up with updates, and it's gotten a lot smoother and way more enjoyable as a result. While the character and monster designs aren't as wild or creative as you'd see in Monster Hunter, since everything's based on real dinosaurs, it still offers a unique experience for anyone who's into dinos and shooting games. So, if you want something that's a bit different from your usual Monster Hunter grind, Dino Squad Online action is a fun alternative to try out. It's a perfect pick for dinosaur enthusiasts who want to combine prehistoric beasts with modern weaponry in online battles. Just keep your fingers crossed for stable connections and you're in for a wild ride. Monster Hunter now is kind of a fresh spin on the Monster Hunter universe, mixing in a lot of elements from Pokemon Go. Instead of sitting at home grinding quests, you actually have to get out and explore the real world to find monsters, gather resources, and complete missions. It's a cool twist that makes the game feel like a real-life adventure, encouraging players to move around and discover new things, which is pretty different from the usual Monster Hunter experience. What's awesome about Monster Hunter now is how social it is. You can easily connect with players anywhere, whether they're across the globe or right next to you. Plus, the hunts themselves are super quick. Most battles wrap up in less than a minute. That makes it perfect for short play sessions, like when you're waiting for something or just have a few free minutes. It's all about quick, fun bursts of action instead of marathon hunting trips. One thing to keep in mind though is that Monster Hunter now isn't great if you're on the move at high speeds. The game detects fast movement and actually limits what you can do, so if you're a passenger in a car or on public transport, it might not work as well. But if you're just out for a walk or hanging out somewhere, it's a neat way to bring monster hunting into your daily life without needing a console or a big time commitment. Monster Hunter Stories offers a totally different vibe from the main Monster Hunter games, leaning heavily into that Pokemon-style RPG formula. Even though it didn't start on mobile, it eventually made its way to iOS and Android back in 2017, letting players collect and ride monsters while battling other hunters. You can build a team of up to 6 rideable monsties, which adds a fun strategic layer that's all about teaming up with your favorite creatures rather than just hacking away with big weapons. Compared to Pokemon, the gameplay here is even simpler, with only 4 weapon types to choose from: Greatsword, Hammer, Hunting Horn, and riding your monsters into battle. But don't let that fool you. The variety comes from the monsters themselves. There are over 100 different monsties you can befriend, from classic creatures like Barroth and Legiacrus to powerful elder dragons, making the collection aspect really satisfying for fans of the series. Even though the sequel from 2021 hasn't hit mobile yet, the original Monster Hunter stories is still available and definitely worth checking out if you want a laid-back Monster Hunter experience with a Pokemon twist. It's perfect for those who want to dive into a story-driven, turn-based game while still getting a taste of the Monster Hunter world in a fresh and approachable way. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.